What's up, guys? I'm doing a commentary on Drop Zone on Dome. I'm using the Golden Striker, and my secondary is MP9 Akimbo, and perks I'm using will be Sleight of Hand, Blast Shield, Steady Aim. Maybe. I don't know. This is from the game a while ago. And this is going to be kind of like a how-to type vid commentary. And I'm going to teach you guys how to play Drop Zone, not only to get the victory, like the win, but also how to get a good KD. Now, pretty much the rule of thumb, of course, of Drop Zone, if you guys don't know, which you guys should, is to hold the Drop Zone. The more people you have in the Drop Zone, the more points you get. But in order to get a good KD, you can't just land the Drop Zone, because that will get you the victory, but will not get you a good kill-to-death ratio. And even if you do that, you're still not guaranteed the win. You got to be able to control the enemy team in getting to the Drop Zone. Now, this is one of my better games. This is actually the most kills I've gotten in a game so far, in any game type and with any gun. And as you can tell, I'm not really like laying on the Drop Zone at all. I'm running around trying to control where the Drop Zone is. See here, I go get some points, earn a care package, and then eventually I'm going to run away or die. I don't really remember. Here I get a care package, and then I die. And as you can tell, that's the reason why I died there, is because I stayed on the Drop Zone too long. It's not about staying on there for the entire duration of the Drop Zone, which is a minute long. That was weird. I thought my phone was going to go off. But anyways, it's not about staying on the Drop Zone for the minute-long duration of it. It's about getting there, getting a care package, and getting out of there. Now, you can do this a little differently than me, but the way I play is when I get a care package, I don't typically take it. I let my teammates get it. Sometimes I'll take it depending if I feel like it or not. But, so you see here, I'm just kind of controlling the response so they can't get to the Drop Zone at all. But as you can tell there, because they're spawning there, the Drop Zone moved over there, and they can easily gain the Drop Zone. Now, the rule of thumb with Drop Zone is that the team that's holding the last Drop Zone will have to fight their way into the new one. The new Drop Zone after the minute. Well, I should say it like this: the team that doesn't have the Drop Zone will spawn near the next Drop Zone, pretty much. So it's like it's pretty much you have to gain the Drop Zone if you hold the last one, and the team that didn't hold the last one gets easy access to it because they spawn next to it. And this guy, he's trying to get that care package. Like here, as you can tell, I spawn far away from the Drop Zone, even though we have it. Well, it's all about controlling the enemy team and not getting to the Drop Zone. It's not just holding it, but controlling where they are. And you'll see a little later how I do it pretty decent there. I don't know what I was doing, honestly, but we'll see. See here. Right here you can see I'm trying to get some care packages, because like another rule of thumb is that don't leave care packages laying around, because if you let the enemy team get them, you're screwed. If you let a advanced UAV just sit there like that one is, if the enemy team gets it, they're going to have that. So here I'm trying to get over to their spawn. Another rule of thumb for Drop Zones is that they'll typically spawn on the opposite side that you are of the Drop Zone. So like you can see these guys are spawning over where I am right now, but my team's spawning near the circular building in the back of the dome. See, and you can also see that they held the Drop Zone, but we held the last one. So we have to gain this one now, and pretty much we do, because these guys weren't very good at all. And then they start spawning back in that same room, so I just go over and control them, make sure they die, and then make sure they have to spawn. And because I killed them, and because we held the last Drop Zone, you can tell they spawn right next to the new one. Just controlling the spawn right here. It's all about knowing the spawns. Here you can see these two come from here, because we're on this side now, and they're spawning on the opposite side of the Drop Zone, which is over there near the circular building. Here. nice little triple. These guys are not very good, and I'm using the Golden Striker, which is kind of, people will say it's overpowered, but it's a shotgun. Like, come on. You want to kill me when I have a shotgun, just get far away from me, and then you'll easily kill me, but people just don't see it that way, I guess. And the MP9s, I was going to say, is that the MP9s, in my opinion, this is my opinion, are the best secondaries. They're better than FMG9s, better than Scorpion, better than G18s, because you can use them single, or you can use them akimbo, whichever one you prefer. Here, no one's getting the drop zone, so I'm going to get in there, get a care package, and run right out immediately. Don't want to stay there too long, because we're talking about getting the win and getting a KD. Here, coming around, flanking their spawn. This guy just, I don't know. And you can tell my teammate there has a Juggernaut, and you gotta feed off of what your teammates have on kill streaks. So, a guy has a Juggernaut, they're gonna be distracted on him, feed off of that, and get the kills. That's why never leave a kill streak or a package laying on an old drop zone. Never do that, especially if it's an attack helicopter or something good. And here you can see that the drop zone switched over there, and that's exactly where it's spawning at. Because it switches, it has a pattern of switching. It switches between 4 or 5 spots, I'm not sure, and it goes in the same order every time. But the thing is that they spawn near where the next drop zone is going to be, because they didn't hold the last one. And you can tell my team was good enough to fight our way into the drop zone, get the drop zone, and you can see they're spawning on the opposite side of where we are. Because it's a game type where there's a central point in which you have to capture. The spawns are pretty kind of close. The spawns, they'll spawn relatively close to each other until it gets too hectic and the game knows that I have to spawn back here, which they spawn back here already. You can tell I'm following people already. So the spawns they're not spectacular, but they're not terrible. They know, I think the spawns are alright in my opinion. You can tell I just kill those guys, they're going to spawn right here. Right there's like one guy, and there's another guy, so they spawn over here on the opposite side, and then you can tell the capture point switched over there, and guess what, they're already there. So pretty much everything is just a pattern of what happens. And going to the KD part of it, you can tell that I'm always flanking them, and it all equals out to knowing where the spawns are. Because I know where the spawns are, I can flank easily, and pretty much makes it easy kills, makes it easy KD, high KD. And you'll see my final score after the final kill, which I don't even know, no final kill. It says 70 and 10, 7 KD. Not the highest KD, of course, but this is a high kill game with a low death game. So that's pretty much it. How to play drop zone. Know the spawns, learn the spawns. Don't leave a care package behind, unless it's like a, I don't know, like a UAV, counter UAV. Those are not too terrible if the other team gets them. But if it's something big, like I've seen Juggernauts just laying in an old drop zone and no one goes to get it. Which, if the other team decides, if a guy on the other team tries to get it, you might be fucked. So, never leave a care package behind. Know the spawns, and just own face. Use whatever gun. I think all the guns in this game are pretty decent. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something about this game type. Especially it's a new game type that has never been in any of the CODs as a live multiplayer game type. So, hope you guys learned something, and peace.